Hi, sixth grade students and parents. Um, I hope you've had a safe and healthy and wonderful summer, and you've got a little bit more vacation time left through Labor Day. And then we'll all be back together on Tuesday, September 8th. My name is Mrs. Benthall, and I am a sixth grade teacher. I've been at Briggs for many years. Some of you I know, and some of you I've worked with in after school care, and some of you I'm going to have to get to know. Anyway, I have always been the math teacher, but in our virtual school, I will be doing math, but I will also be instructing you in science as well. You'll have Mrs. Westbrook Rock Hill, who will be teaching ELA as she did last year, and she'll also be teaching social studies. So you'll have two teachers this year instead of the four like we normally have. I have some slides that I wanted to go through for you guys and just give you a few ideas about what kind of things we can anticipate as the year unfolds so that you get a little bit of an idea of how it's going to be. It'll be different from the e-learning that we had last year. So it'll be a little bit more structured, and you'll have live instruction on one day, and you'll have some meetings with your teachers on the next day. So let me go ahead and pull those up for you. First of all, I want to tell you that I'm getting students invited to my math Google Classroom, and also science will be in that same classroom. So I'm going to want you over the next few days to go ahead and accept an invitation, and then you will be enrolled. You will not have to use a code this time. All you have to do is accept, and you will be enrolled then in my Google Classroom. Also, parents, it would be great for you to also join the Google Classroom too, and that way you can correspond with me easily through Google Classroom, and you can also get emails from me if there are things that we want to discuss about this subject matter, about our students. So if you will both be a part of the Google Classroom, I think it'll be very beneficial for all of us. Okay, let's go to our slides. I'm not going to read all of them to you because I will probably either send them through email or I am going to post them in Google Classroom. So when you join that, it would be here and accessible for you. So you probably have some questions about what exactly is virtual school going to be like this year. And like I said, it's going to be a little different from when we did e-learning, and you could just get on the computer, late at night or early in the morning or during the middle of the day, and then you could sign off and get on. We will have a regular schedule. I started off with some addresses here, email addresses and telephone numbers that might be kind of helpful and beneficial to you. So both of your teachers' email addresses are there, as well as the principal and the assistant principal. The Briggs website address is there, and then the number for the main office should your parents maybe need to make some contacts. Let's look at our schedule. This is the A-Day schedule. So this will be September the 8th on Tuesday, your first day that you're attending. So every morning you're going to need to sign in at 7:45. That will indicate that you are in attendance for the morning session, and you'll get credit for that. Then you will not be counted absent. We will have a little morning meeting to begin our day, and then we'll go right into our instruction. And for my homeroom, the first class that you have will be math, your favorite subject. And after the math, there will be a little break, a 15-minute break. That'll give you time to get up, move around a little bit, get a snack, go to the restroom. And then we are back together at 9:30 for science. And then following that, we'll be doing a read aloud. We'll select some books that we might enjoy and things that you can also, incorporate into your accelerated reader and test on. After that point, we have related arts, and that is at 10:30 to 11:15. Now, Related Arts will have their own classroom set up for you, and then you will be entering that classroom, finding some links, videos, assignments on there, and so you'll be working on those during your Related Arts time, and you'll have an opportunity to work with each of the Related Arts teachers. Following Related Arts, and if you have some time after Related Arts, you can be working on any assignments that you have, but then you'll have a lunch and recess break as well. So those will kind of coincide one right after the other. That ends at 11:45, and then you'll be going to your ELA class. And the ELA class is going to require that you sign back in at 11:45, and that will let us know that you have attended the afternoon session. So you'll get credit for a full day of school. It's very, very important to sign in at 7:45 for morning sessions and 11:45 for afternoon sessions. Okay, and be sure that you're on time with that. You have a break after ELA. Then Mrs. Westbrook, Rock Hill, will take you into social studies, and you may have some grammar, writing activities, other things that involve ELA skills. At 2 o'clock, you will be through with your classroom, but you will have a 15-minute period there to get started on your AR, and you probably be continuing that at home independently. Dismissal, of course, at 2:15. So that's how the day goes on A days, which is every other day. There is a B day that will follow, and that's going to be a little different setup. Still a morning meeting, still must sign in at 7:45 to be, sure that you are accredited with attendance. And then we will be breaking into small groups, and you will attend 2 small groups during the day, one with your ELA teacher and other classmates, and one with your math teacher. There'll probably be about 10 or 12 students in each small group, and you will be assigned to which group you'll be attending probably after a few days. There's breaks in between. You see Related Arts is still there for that day. You still have a lunch and recess break, and then at the end of the day, a 15-minute period in school for AR, and then you can continue that, of course, at home. You will not be able to go to the library. Now, you can go to the town library, but not the school library. But Mion is going to be available again for you to be able to select books that you can be reading and enjoying. And also AR testing will be set up for you to do just like you were able to do during e-learning. Dismissal at 2:15. So that's the B schedule. Related Arts, we have 4 this year. You're familiar with PE, music, art, and face-to-face. Like I said, you'll be checking out their Related Arts classroom for assignments. We are a Leader in Me school, so I think everybody is probably pretty familiar with the 7 habits of happy kids. Go over these with your parents again so you guys can review them together. And those are important things for us to kind of keep in mind as we're trying to do our best and be our best students and our kindest to one another, and show our leadership skills also during the school year. This is a little behavior management color code that you've probably seen in your classrooms before. And we know that green is where we want to start, and we don't want to go below there because this means we've got some corrections to do. But when you excel and when you go beyond just what is expected of you, then you guys are familiar with blue and purple and pink as being exceptional leadership skills and doing even more than what is expected of you. So those are things to work for. These are some expectations as far as your responsibilities and your behavior. You are expected to follow the school district guidelines. You have been given, I believe, an agenda, and the school district for Florence 1 codes are all in the front part of your agenda. And those expectations are the same for students who are learning at home as they are for students that are learning in the classroom at Briggs. I've already mentioned how important it is to log in daily at 7:45 and 11:45 so that you get attendance for those days. When we are having Google Meets in the morning, when we are having instruction, which will also be on Google Meets, and when we're having small groups, you need to be present on time. You need to be interacting with your teacher and with fellow students so that we all get the most out of our instructional time. Be sure that you have supplies ready. You're going to need, an adequate supply of pencils, erasers, notebooks. I would have a notebook for science and for math, as well as your other subjects. Be sure that Chrome is charged. It doesn't need to run out while you're in the middle of a class instruction or a small group. So double check that at the end of the day. You may want to get that charged overnight so you're ready to start your next day. Assignments need to come in on time. If you happen to be sick, please, parents, mail an excuse in so we can get that to Miss Edith, our attendance supervisor. If you happen to be sick and ill, when you return to school, you have 5 days to get all assignments, missing work in. So be sure that you follow up with that. And Florence One School Technology Guidelines, those are to be followed as well. These are the textbooks that you'll have. You do have the math paper consumable textbook that has been given to you when you did a pickup at school, and we will work in that some, but you also will be able to access all these books online, and we'll help you with that later. Reading Renaissance. Reading 20 minutes, just 20 minutes, helps develop independent readers. It builds vocabulary. It helps you with your comprehension. So Reading Renaissance is an important part of your school day. And here's some guidelines to kind of help you and your parents as you work on your reading. STAR testing for reading and math will probably be given during the first week of school. So your goals will be established with the STAR test levels in mind. This is a neat little chart. I want you to look over this and see what a difference it makes if I read 20 minutes a day. I'm exposed to 1,800,000 words during my school year. And if I only read 1 minute a day, I'm exposed to 8,000 words. That's a lot of words, but I need to know more than that as I travel through each grade and I build my vocabulary, I build my reading skills, and that has an impact not just on reading, not just on ELA, but really on all your subjects, all your learning. So you can kind of look over that and share that with your parents as well. Our grading scale is the same, no changes there. And then I have a little couple paragraphs here about me that you can read at your leisure. And I have stuck a couple pictures in here too of me and of part of my really big family. This was a Thanksgiving gathering that we had, and we always, for holidays or birthdays or get-togethers, try to go out on the porch and get as many people as we can squeezed in there so we can take a picture. So I thought you might like to know what my family looks like. Go back through this and either in an email or once you have accepted your place in the Google Classroom, I'm going to post it up there as a student and parent reminder and something you can refer to if you have some questions. And then I will look forward very much to seeing you. While it's not face-to-face in the classroom, it'll be face-to-face online on Tuesday, September 8th. So take care of yourself. Have a good, happy Labor Day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.